Howdy, folks. Today we're going to do a neutrino forecast for the day of Wednesday, 6 August 2025. Now, I told you yesterday that I would find some names of people who exemplify this third version of the Sphinx cross in a way that I think is, noteworthy, but also like this is a Sphinx living up to its design. And I found one that I thought was like a really great example, and that's Jean Piaget. So Piaget was I think, yeah, he's dead. A child psychologist, so he was doing a lot of things to help figure out early childhood development and stuff like that. Very famous figure in the realm of child development and helping people move towards understanding children and what we're like when we grow up. But there were a ton of actors, actually. Very interesting. So, just as a list here, Charlize Theron, Audrey Tautou, one of my favorites, Dustin Hoffman, Whitney Houston, Lucille Ball. So, third quarter sphinxes who are meant to be giving directions to other people. That's what the Sphinx does. It looks in all four directions of the body. So, as far as directions go, today we have the Democratic direction because it's the second line that we're focusing on today. So, we have our Democratic power scarf. So, in that vein, 7-2, that's the, again, that's in the leadership channel, which is being completed today. And at the bottom, this is the gate of the chief of staff, or the power behind the throne. So we're looking at a role gate for types of leadership. And the second line is democratic, because that is definitely one of the defining factors of the second line in general, is this aspect of democracy. Yeah, let everybody vote. The capacity to lead when democratically elected. Cool. And then on the other side of that is 13, line 2. Tolerance. And 13 is in this channel on the other side, and it's looking backwards in the same way that 7 is looking forwards. And that's part of what makes it the Sphinx. 13.2 is tolerance, openness through tolerance of others. So the energy for today in our mission is basically open-minded, tolerant, democratic leadership. So we might think about who are some leaders that we've had that have been like that, or who might we want to have that would be like that. Because that seems to me like a pretty good kind of leadership quality we're talking about right there. Our moon starts off in 10-6 today, just clipping the end of it, so I'll give you the next gate as well, or the next line. 10-6 is exemplarity, authentic example through actions rather than words. And the 10th gate, which is right here coming out of the G center, is the gate of authentic being, or as they say in the I Ching, treading of the self. So every one of the lines in that gate really gives us the ultimate definition of what those hexagram lines are about. And so in 6, it's definitely much more about putting it into our bodies rather than into our minds or our words, leading through example. Next, the moon will hit gate 58, which is joy's vitality. That is right down here at the bottom, this one in blue. I can tell you that because I have it. Not this line, though. And 58.1, love of life in harmony with the beauty of the world. So we will be going through all the lines of the 58th gate, including mine, which is 4. And then we'll be moving on to 38, which is some struggling. So you see here in blue on the lower one, 58, and then above it's, what is that gate number? 54, right? And then 38 is the one in between them, because this channel of struggle right here is the individual channel running in between. So that 38th gate will be next, and then we'll be starting into the 54th gate, which is ambition, tomorrow. All right, so then we have, okay, our Mercury still in retrograde, which means as soon as we're done going down all these gates and Mercury comes out of retrograde, we'll be going right back up through them again. 31-4, motivation, leadership quality through motivation. And it's this 31-4 that's connecting with the 7 to give us this channel of leadership today. And it's the moon and the 10 and also, what is it, Uranus in 20, that's also going to give us a definition through this channel of awakening today. And that is what gives us our song of the day, called Awakening, by Climbing Poe-Tree, P-O-E, capital T-R-E-E. What a cool song, kind of new agey. It's one of those ones where they're like talking over music, but it's very beautiful and a lot of really good messages in that song. I liked it a lot. All right, our Venus energy for today is 52, line 4, up from 3 yesterday. Self-discipline, to appreciate the value of keeping still. So this is one of the lines of our keeping still or mountain stillness gate, which is right here coming out of the root. It's a pressure to keep still and concentrate. Then Mars will be in 46-2, prima donna, the demanding nature that brings in talent. And here we have a that on it, so it's a down arrow or a shadow, which means we'll have a tendency to feel the one end of that spectrum particularly, and that is the egocentric and unrealistic behavior of the prima donna, who wants to get special treatment even though there is little or no talent. We probably all know a person who's got a little bit of this going on inside of them, but there it is. They'll be feeling their oats today. All right, global energy is looking pretty stable. We've done our people, our song, our tie, okay, our channels. So what our channels mean, since both of these channels are connecting the throat to the G center, is that today the whole world will have throat definition, and the whole world will have definition in this G center of knowing who you are, loving who you are, finding love, and finding direction. So if you're looking for love or direction, or you're wanting to talk about looking for love or looking for direction in life, then today would be a very good day to be doing it, because we will all be able to have this capacity to speak about ourselves and what's inside of us today. So you can look for that in the world and let me know if you find it. Speaking of which, yesterday when the definition was to be in retreat and what was it? Condemned to inaction by uncontrollable forces. I did that. So I felt it. So that's it. Let me know if you feel anything or if you have any questions. And that's it for today. Y'all take care of yourselves. Ciao.